What are you doing? Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous. Listen, get up off the bench. If he's going to play like that, seriously, you're going in. Donuts and cash if you score a goal. We got to have this win, man. We need the trophy. Oh, man. Run, hard, pressure, left, no right, no down, no up, no right, no skate, hard, in the corner, pressure. No, not down the middle. Come on. Sports, everyone. Super fun. Have you ever been to a court like that, or a field? Maybe you've been on the ice. Maybe you remember that day someone you loved was on the sideline. Maybe sometimes that's even you. The world's full of many challenges, but few arenas bring out the worst in humanity quite like sports. But I still believe that sport can change the world. We just need it to be more. With its infrastructure, its reach, its influence, sport has the potential to help us solve so many of these global issues. But first, we have to fix sport culture to truly unlock all that potential. I think it's time we learn to play better. So I'm a soccer coach. Been playing for all my life. It's what I do, morning, noon, and night. I wake up, I think about sports. I think about what I'm going to do tonight with the kids, how I'm going to help, how I'm going to teach them stuff about teamwork, values, bring them some skills, maybe some tools they can take with them. I talk to coaches. I read articles. I am the quintessential soccer nerd. In fact, there's a game going on right now, and I can't wait to get off to go watch it. That's what I do. That's what I think about. But I have to be honest with you, it's frustrating. You show up on the weekend. You've done all this work and practice. You've really helped. Everybody's paying attention. And then it all erodes the second the whistle goes. That win-at-all-costs sideline pressure just comes to bear. And the kids do what the kids do. They listen. They freeze up. Nothing happens. So, really, we have to fix sport in order to bring out some of these things that we need to happen. In the world for our kids, sport can be a tool. I'm going to tell you a little story about an awesome little team I had a few years back. 10-year-olds. Fantastic little squirrels. You know, the kind that have like no attention span, but they bring you like great energy. All you can do is like, where are you? Come over here. You're trying to teach them something, but they're really kind of teaching you to be fit because you got to run around after them. This was my favorite team of all time. They taught me more about life than any group of people, any articles, anything I've ever done before. They were, all of them, all their families had been impacted by cancer. It was ridiculously shocking. Top to bottom, a group of 10-year-olds that were coming to practice, and at home, they were dealing with massive issues. This is when I knew sport needed to be more. Sport needed to be something bigger than just the game. We had to do something. We had to give them escapes to come, just hang out, run, release. That's a big issue to be dealing with when you're 10. Anyways, I asked these guys, I said, hey guys, I know you're dealing with a lot at home, but who's interested in fixing cancer? Of course, those little squirrels who are all going to be professional athletes, astronauts, firemen, doctors, they all said yes. Obviously, coach. That's easy. Just put it on the list. And then, by the way, will you drop the ball already? We're kind of getting bored. Now what? Now what do I do? I've convinced a whole bunch of 10-year-olds that we're going to go fix cancer. And then we're going to have to teach them to play soccer as well. And then I thought, this is the moment that everything changed. I thought, what if we took all those skills, those demonstration of tasks and techniques, that teamwork, and instead of asking them to go score goals and get points on the weekend, instead of rewarding them for that sort of stuff, we said, hey, demonstrate this stuff, and we'll give you small little rewards towards your cause, towards fixing cancer. Just show up on the weekend and do this stuff, and we'll make a difference. I had $10 in my jeans. I said, hey guys, I got $10. I'll give you $10 if you get 100 passes this weekend. That's what we've been working on. $10. That's like a million licorices when you're like 9 and 10. We're in. We got this, coach. We got this. So off we went. Now, I'm looking in the mirror going, here's my next problem. How the hell are we going to get to 100 passes? We hadn't got past 30. In fact, when everybody's yelling, we don't do anything except kick it and get it out of the way, and oh my God. But we went to work. It made me look in the mirror, and I said, I'm going to help these guys. All our coaches did. All the adults did. We started focusing. This is what you got to do. And then in the flow of practice, something interesting. We just tell them, hey, don't forget why you're doing this. Don't forget why and what you're up to. Nothing more, nothing less. Of course, millisecond is this long, so we can't really talk forever, can we? Weekends come, and there we go. We've got the whistle about to blow. One last cheer, one last reminder, hey, this is what you're up to. And out they go. And oh my word, it was like angels had blessed our little squirrels with soccer powers. Pass, pass, move, move, shake, shake. I couldn't believe it. And it wasn't just me that was dumbfounded. The sidelines, almost quiet. What's going on out here? And then the really funny part, the fun stuff at the end of the game. The whistle blows and off they sprint just like usual, but not to me, their coach. Not to their parents. To the stats dad. What do we get? What do we get? What's the number? What's the number? Did we do it? Just with that one little shift, that one little focus change, the game had changed for them. There was a new victory in town. One tiny little shift towards development, outcomes, and a cause to motivate had changed the game. For the players, for the coaches, for the parents, and now the community. And that one little shift had made a massive impact on 3 key areas necessary for great sport: team culture, team values, and the learning process. Culture is king. That's what every great business is going to tell you. Every great team, every great player. You got to have the right culture. Points, standings, stopwatches, pressure, rides to the game. Are you going to win today? Are you going to score a goal? Scholarships, pro contracts, money, registrations fees, pressure. Come on, you got to be the one. Did she get picked? Is it her? Is it me? Are we going to make the team? Stress. That's your default culture. A win-at-all-cost sidelines. Don't address that every moment. That's what you're going to get. It's like a full-time job for a volunteer coach. They love that. They love the emails as well. Just send them more emails about your kid. Fantastic. Just phone calls as well, especially on Sundays. Now, when we injected a cause right into our little soccer team, what we did was we invited a conversation in a language our parents and adults already understood. We didn't try to teach them about soccer. They didn't really know every layer of all the things to do with sport development. That takes years. But they did understand giving, caring, empathy, working towards a common outcome. In fact, we didn't eradicate that win-at-all-cost sidelines, nor did we even reprimand parents for having pride in their child. No, we just met them at a place that they already knew, a culture of giving. It was like we'd created a solar eclipse of sports. We put purpose in the way. Now consider that same team we were just talking about. One of the lads makes a bad pass. Normally that sideline gets a little louder, a little more tense. You can kind of taste it. But on that team, if you knew that that pass was intended to make a difference to friends and family, if you knew it was to help the team out, do you think adults would think twice about yelling, even for just the split second it takes to regain some perspective? I think they would. I know they would. I've seen it. That's the Eclipse. The truth is, kids are quitting sports in droves. Up to 70% quit before the age of 14. This isn't a sport issue. This is a health and happiness issue. A win-at-all-costs sideline drives people away. And then all the problems come from there, health, happiness, etc. A culture that's purpose-driven, that retains. Now we've got a place where people can show up and be themselves, do the best they can be, know that they're a member of a team that has to be doing something together. It's about better playing environments. Now we've got a culture to build from. We all want our kids to be great people, don't we? Grow up to be nice, happy, healthy, all the things that we wanted when they first came into the world. Now go take a look at youth sport websites. They tell you the exact same thing. Happiness, friendship, teamwork, cooperation, learn to work together. So we throw our kids willingly in there at 5 years old and say, get at her. Go learn all that stuff. Now go to a rink, a gym, or a court, field somewhere, and tell me what you really see. The same screams we heard before. Adults yelling at youth referees. Individualism, my kid's got to make it. I got to get to the next level. We got to win. There's a scholarship at the end of this road. Quick Google search reveals the disgusting state of sport today. Thousands of 911 calls made on behalf of youth referees. Adults fighting on the sidelines. Just do a little YouTube search. Fantastic theater. And even murder. Seriously, people are killing themselves over youth sports. Hardly the values proclaimed, and certainly not building better humans using sport. But when you have a purpose-driven team, those values have to show up moment to moment. It's not just a conversation or a billboard or a brochure. No, you have to actually live it because you're playing for it. These values actually show up, and you have to be a part of them because the team is up for it. The truth is, scientists know that kids who perform kindness acts on a regular basis are more accepted, more liked, and grow up with greater self-esteem. And that's actually what we wanted in the first place for our kids, wasn't it? When you choose a cause to play for, you actually have to learn teamwork. You actually have to learn about how it is to attain goals, to help one another, to make a difference. Now sport is being used to its potential. Grade 4 to grade 5, grade 6 to grade 7. That's how you do it in school. It's a process. That's what we do. But not so much in sports. A win-at-all-cost culture is there. It disfigures that learning perspective. It disfigures the process. You see, wins, scores, points, they're all just too tangible. They're immediate feedback. We love that hit. An instant gratification. Got to get that hit. Nice little drug of, did we win? We being us as adults, with the kids, they don't really care. Unless you do. So, really, at the end of the day, we have to change that mentality. Because mastery and learning a skill is actually difficult. It takes forever. Time and effort and practice. That's what we really want them to learn. Those are tools that people can take with them for the rest of their life. To truly be a master is not easy. But we're people. We love the easy way out. So much so, we've been paying for it for years. $5 for a goal, $10 for a win. Ice cream if you bring home the cup. But when you choose to have a cause involved and you focus in on the development process, the things that are necessary for that age or that level of player, they work hard because they know they're going to make a difference. They work hard because they know they're learning. Never been a player in the history of sport that ever came home and said, God, that was terrible. I learned something today. Scientists know that skill acquisition is the basis and foundation of having confidence as you grow up. Early wins have never proven to do that. When we reallocate the donut money and we focus on the skills, we're truly saying that we're looking at the basis and foundation of long-term sports success. And when they have to fight to overcome some of the more difficult things to do, the mastery, they actually are overcoming adversity. That's the foundation of a winning mentality. Resilience. Those are tools we want our kids to have in every arena for the future. Now sport is really reaching its potential. Better people, better players. And the funny thing is this, if you've actually mastered a skill and you've really worked hard to gain the necessary tools, in the long run, you'll probably even win. Team culture, values, overcoming adversity, skill acquisition, learning, accountability to your team, yourself, your cause, all with one little shift, one little focus change, one massive paradigm shift for our kids. Change the reward, and you breathe life into youth sport culture. We do see sport change in the world. In fact, every weekend we're in awe as teams play better to thwart bullying, to help the environment, to help each other, to play for their families, to make a difference. We see coaches teaching, really bringing out that winning mentality because they care about their kids learning. We see people and cultures coming together. That's what sport can do. But millions and millions of kids go out every weekend to their sporting event, waiting for someone to guide them, to give them the tools, to help support them make a difference in their future. You can be that difference. You can make that change with just one little process shift. Change the reward, and you change the game. It's time we all go play better.